New camera angle? Yay? Nay? Lighting's pretty bad? You let me know if anyone gives a damn. But let's get into this video. So like any normal child, we all have, I'm not a child. Even though I act like one. Yeah, anyway, so a big part of, I guess, growing up is the fact that you have to change in locker rooms when you get to a certain grade or level wherever you live. And that starts around middle school or secondary school. Those were not fun times. I can tell you the first year, 6th grade, I wore my original shirt the whole time. Yes, this is a men's shirt. Fuck you. It has a dinosaur on it. Or no, it doesn't. This one has something else on it. Never mind. Okay, locker rooms suck. I get it. But grab your warm milk and your teddy bear because we're gonna tell a beautiful bedtime story. I might try and reenact this, but we'll see how well I speak words. So basically, today, which is a day that is a Friday, I missed the whole week of school because I was sick. I was only there on Monday, and then Tuesday people were there, and then Wednesday and Thursday we had 2 snow days, which was great. Not really excited to make those up now. And so my first original day back was, of course, Friday. So it felt like a Monday. But that has nothing to do with anything in the story at all. So my gym period is at the end of the day, and that sucks. But I'm more fit than everybody else. Don't mean to just follow. Anyway, so it was like after gym class, and we were changing, right? It's not that type of story. Didn't want to tell it to you anyway. Alright, so anyway, like I was saying, it was after gym, we were changing, and all of a sudden there was this little crying noise, and the weirdest shit happens in our locker room. I found a cookie in my locker once. It's an all-girls locker room. That cookie's still in there. I'm not gonna pick that shit up. Shh. If anyone asks, that I didn't know that cookie was there. But anyway, so there's this little faint crying noise, and I was like, what the fuck's that noise? And so then the girls started looking around, and one of the very unpopular girls that people make fun of, she hit her head on something, which is also common in the locker room. That's happened 5 times. And passing out too. Motherfucker. Anyway, so she was crying, and so they got the 2 gym teachers in there. And one of the more popular was like, oh, she's crying, can you please go over there and check on her? And so they went over there. And, I was sitting by them. My locker is next to a bunch of popular kids. Go figure. 'Cause, girl, I'm totally popular. You can tell by the amount of friends that I have. They're just not here because, they, Okay, but anyway, that's not the point. So my locker's by them. And then all of a sudden, they got someone out to go, what's this face? So the gym teachers go to see if the girl is okay. Not using their names is really hard, but I have to do this. Okay, sorry. And so the gym teachers go and check on the girl. And I'm sitting there, putting my things in my locker, folding up my gym uniform because I've taken home to wash it, even though I've only been there for 2 days. And basically, the girl standing around me, I'm getting my shit together, acting really cool, trying to pretend that my face isn't breaking out because that's what winter does. And all of a sudden they go, hey, when she walks out to go to the nurse, can we all laugh at her? That sounds like a great thing to do. And I just sort of looked up at that girl, and I was like, fuck you. Like, I gave her the death stare, and she'd probably go and text her friends, like, right now, being like, hey, you remember that one kid? Remember that one that, you know, doesn't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend? You don't know that yet. And they're probably like, she gave me the death stare today because I said we should laugh at a hurt person. Because she's not as popular as us, instead of helping her, we should laugh at her while she walks out. I swear, school is the worst place to be with those social statuses. Out of there, no one's gonna give a damn in your adult life if you were popular back then. Like, I remember going to I remember going to the mall with my mom when I was like 12 or something, and we were walking to go get like food or something like that, and she came up to me, she's like, hey, she like faintly pointed over there, she's like, and I was like, hey, what's going on? And she's like, that's the one that bullied me. And I looked over, there's this just guesstimating, there's like this 900-pound lady with a giant ass. She's standing there, and she's like alone. I feel bad for her. I can never judge a person like that. It hurts. But when you're making fun of another person, my mom wasn't trying to make fun of her. She was just saying how if you're gonna bully another person, I don't really believe in the whole karma thing, but it's gonna come back to you, and then one day you're gonna realize, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe that person's life could have been hurt from that. Like, people don't sit in the same seats that this one girl sits in. And I feel and then I'm dying. I feel so bad for her. But it's very difficult to do things in a school status because then that becomes you. And that's why you're scared to stand up for other children. And I just had to think for a second, who the fuck raised you? That was my final question to them. They're cheerleaders, of course, so I mean, we're bringing back all the mean girl shit too, and they probably already jerked off their boyfriends more than once. No slut shaming, that's wrong. I had to get that off my chest because it was absolutely ridiculous for me to sit there and watch someone cry and be hurt. Well, there were people helping her. I was not just standing there like, and she was just sitting there like, but it's already embarrassing enough to get hurt. I remember passing out in language arts class at the beginning of 7th grade. And dude, I got sent back to class because my mom wouldn't pick me up for some fucking reason. And I remember not wanting to go back to class because it's so embarrassing. But then when she can hear you saying that, hey, when she leaves, let's all laugh at her because that... I'm sorry, I just got really mad over this. And my mom was trying to tell me that not everyone in these social groups are like that, and I'm starting to really doubt that. And I know that some people are going to have different opinions than me as I go on with my life, and that's something that we have to face, and that you have to talk about a person. You have to talk with a person about that. But school is not a time that you can talk about a person with that. Because they're so ignorant. I got on the bus after that. Excuse my words, I absolutely hate this word. Back and forth across the bus, just faggot. It's like, oh my god. You're on my death list, you're on my death list. Come here. This is not a blade. You can sit on it and rotate. It's just expressing my one true feeling. That failed. There we go. The thing I'm really trying to stress across in this video is that you really need to be nice to people. You don't know what that other person is going through. You don't understand what is wrong with them. And the reason that you are being mean to them is because of your own insecurities. You are telling that other person they are not worth something in the world because you see yourself that way. To be honest, you're bullying yourself. And I would think that the word treat others the way you want to be treated is applying right there. Because it never said that you had to treat them in a nice way. But you should. But bullying yourself, you're going to look at yourself and you say, this is the way I treat myself. Other people need to understand that I feel this way. Next time you see someone hurt or someone getting bullied, you fuck social statuses. You gotta go stand up for that person. No matter if you don't agree with some of the things they do, no matter if they're over there and they are Jewish for some reason and you're like Catholic or something, and you're totally against that and your parents raised you better than that, but really, human decency? I mean, we're all human. That we're the one people who can we, as the next generation, can truly have a giant impact if we just stop being assholes to each other. And I would think at our ages, at the current moment, that we would get that. But we don't. So just remember just to be nice to people. And if you don't, I always got a spear sitting over there. You may kindly sit on it. Be nice to people. Okay, so I hope you guys liked today's video. Sorry it was a bit of a rant and I'm all over the place. It's just because I got really fueled up over that and it's a very personal issue for me. If you'd like more videos like this, I can talk about a bunch of shit. I know a lot of stuff. Sorry for my swearing. And I'm happy to do that. If you guys somehow want to stalk me or hang out with me, I'm free to talk to anyone, to just say hello, not in a mean way, and I'll say hi to you back. My Instagram is below, just in case you want to do that. In case you're just feeling fun for some reason, you can like and subscribe and write a comment. I don't care. It's just, you do you. That's all I'm gonna say. And that is goodbye from me.